Rise and shine, ATA Nation. I'm ATA brand ambassador Nolan the Ninja, and today I'm taking over ATA's Instagram page. Let's get started. Let's have a fun day of training together. This is going to be awesome. I can't wait. I'm so glad you're here with me. I'm just going to walk you through some of the things that I do to train, whether I'm working towards a belt testing or a tournament or any of my goals in front of me. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be so much fun. I'm also going to walk you through some of my other hobbies that I like to do, and like playing the piano, playing the guitar. I also love math and gaming, so I'll show you a bit of that too. And if you don't have time to train with me, then you can record it and you can train later. But we're all going to get better together. First, I have to get ready. One more thing, then I'm ready to go. Let's start off the day right with a good breakfast. Let's get started. Oh wait, I have to change first. Much better. Welcome to my training room. Now there's areas that you probably see a lot from my videos, like right here. But there's a lot of different sections that you don't normally get to see. So let me give you a full tour. So over here, if you don't know, I broke my original bow staff, Mr. Blue Star, and I was so sad. So I gave him a final resting place right up there. Now here's my other weapons that are still intact. I keep them over here, along with some targets to train on, and a wall with the Grandmasters to keep me motivated because they're so inspiring and I look up to them so much. Now that I'm a black belt, I have all the color belts right here, along with the new edition of my black belt certificate. And all of my medals are over here. And I like to call this the Taekwondo shine. So satisfying. And here's a section that you don't normally get to see. So this is exclusive stuff. Over here I keep my laptop for Zoom lessons, and I have the TV up here to listen to music or watch a training video, and I have the mirrors here to improve my technique, and I have this target to train on. So then, oh yeah, I'm also in the Legacy program, so I have this instructor manual, because I'm training to become an instructor one day. And it's really, really exciting. I even get to help in leadership class, which I am so excited about. It's one of my new favorite things. Here's one of my favorite ways to improve your technique. And you can put this into any training session that you do. So you start off with doing 20 perfect side kicks. Then 20 perfect round kicks. Then 20 perfect front kicks. Then 20 perfect hook kicks. And then 20 perfect crescent kicks. And after you do all of those, then you switch legs and repeat. Now this has 200 kicks total, and that's a lot of kicks. What I mean by perfect is that you do it where your foot position is correct on your base leg, where it starts from your ankle and it goes up to your knee and your hip and your shoulder. That's all a straight line, and your pivot is correct, pointing the opposite direction of your kick. And then you have your chamber and your hands up, and then the trajectory is correct. It should be straight forward for a side kick, and it should go at an angle like that for a hook kick. Then your re-chamber is correct, just like that. And then your return is just calm. It's not like a big stomp or anything like that. So that's your perfect kick, and you can apply that to all of those different kicks. And every time that you switch legs and repeat this drill, go a tiny bit faster. So that way you can kind of go back up to normal speed, and then that's what you can do normally in your form. And this ingrains it in your muscle memory. So that way when you're under stress or like under pressure at a tournament or a belt testing, and you need that default to rely on, then this is your default with these perfect kicks, because that is what you've been conditioned to do because you've done this drill so many times. Now I have to get to doing this drill. It's right next to my bedroom! And as you've probably gathered, I am a huge Super Mario fan. So one of my other hobbies besides Taekwondo is gaming. So I have a YouTube gaming channel. This is where that all happens. So I started my YouTube channel about 5 years ago when I just started kindergarten, and now I just built my first gaming PC a few months ago. So I picked out all the parts, and I'd been planning it for months and months, and I had this whole spreadsheet with a bunch of different combinations, and I made sure that one of them was all compatible, and that way I ordered all the parts, and I was so excited when each one came in, because each one is so exciting individually, because it's like, okay, now that's checked off, and that one, and it was so exciting when it got closer and closer and closer to being able to build it. But then the night I was building it, funny story about this, I was so excited when we booted up to BIOS, like just that it worked. We didn't even have an operating system yet. And I was like, oh, let's go, yes! I was so surprised that it didn't cause my appendicitis, but it inflamed it, and I was in so much pain that just an hour later, we were in the ER, and then the next morning, I had an emergency appendectomy and was in surgery. So that was pretty crazy, and then I was feeling a lot better a week later, which is when we finished the gaming PC, and here it is now, up and running, so that's pretty cool. So this is where Nolan the Gamer happens, and this is where I shoot all my videos and everything like that. So you might know me as Nolan the Ninja, but a lot of people know me as Nolan the Gamer from my YouTube channel. Let's get to gaming. Hey Siri, gaming time. One of my favorite things about my setup is all of the lights. So I have the on-air light over here so my parents know when I'm recording a video. Then over here I have the light strip, which is so cool it can even change color. Hey Siri, change the color of the light strip to green. Oh! So cool. Then I have the Nolan the Gamer light over here. Really cool. It's custom. It's awesome. Then I have the light panel here that you can program, and I made this custom pixel arts. It's amazing. Like, look at this. So cool. And you gotta have the Rickroll. Never gonna give you up. I'm going to change it to something more fun for this next workout. Much better. I have a special surprise for you today. We are going to be doing a Super Mario themed workout. Woohoo! Mario actually has a lot more ninja skills than you would think. So if you are a tiger, have a tiger, know a tiger, or you're an instructor with a class of tigers, then you can share this with them. But it's not just for tigers. Anyone can participate of all ages. So let's go. We're going to be going through a Super Mario level, and there's 8 moves we're going to be doing total, so let me walk you through them. We'll be doing punching the coin block, pa-ching, pa-ching, kicking the Goomba, pow, 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 grab the mushroom, oh yeah, muscles, then dodge under the bullet bill, whoa, then there's a Koopa shell coming, block it, and then there's a chain chomp, run in place, get away from it, whoa, now there's a pipe, so do a burpee, jump in, jump out, woohoo! And now Bowser's fireballs, knife hand block! Oh yeah, that's all the moves we'll be doing. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Da 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 da. There's a coin block. Ka-ching! weapon ever. I've been training with it for so many years now, over 5.5 years, and I've had so much fun with it. I've done a lot of different tricks, and it's been so much fun. I'm always so excited to train with it, but it can also be really, really frustrating at times because I'm always upgrading to new tricks, and when I try those new tricks, I drop it a lot. So here's some tips that can help with you persevering through your training to get new tricks. Tip 1, create a training playlist that you can listen to while you drill your tricks. So that way you have something to look forward to, so you look forward to your practice, and it keeps the energy up too. Next, don't stop when you get the trick right one time, but stop when you can't get it wrong. When you are starting to get your trick pretty consistently, record when you get it and when you don't get it, so that way you can analyze what's different between the two and know exactly what to do to catch it every single time. This is super, super useful. The next tip is, getting a trick might be hard at first, but you have to power through and go into it with the mindset of, I'm going to drop it hundreds of times and only catch it a few times. But it's going to be worth it in the end because I will have this trick down thanks to this training. Also, you can try doing your trick 3 times in a row. Then once you have that consistently, do it 5 times, then 10 times, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 100 million, so on and so forth. So that way you're slowly working your way up, and when you get stuck and you can't get it that many times in a row, then go down a little bit, and once you can get that consistently, then move up. And that way, once you get to a really high number, then you've probably mastered the trick right now because you've done it so many times. I hope this helps. Let's take another break and have some fun. One of my other hobbies is music. So I've been playing the piano for about 4 years now, and I just picked up the guitar this past year. So I thought we could play a game of Name That Tune. Dun, 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 dun. If you've seen the new Super Mario Bros. Movie, you'll appreciate this one a bit more. endurance are a really important part of martial arts because we have to do really long forms, and if you compete at tournaments, like when I compete, I have to do 5 events, and sometimes there's tiebreakers, so I have to be ready to do 10 events, the best I can possibly do them. And if you do combat or sparring, you know that takes a lot of stamina and endurance. So a fun way that I like to build up your stamina is by dancing to music. And I mix a little bit of martial arts moves in it. So whenever there's a repeating lyric in the song, I do a burpee or a kick or a bunch of punches, for example. So, hit it!
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. Our full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
I love math. I just think numbers are so fascinating. It's so exciting. It's one of my favorite things because there's always more to learn about it, and it's so cool when mathematicians discover something new in math and it's like this really cool trick to solve this equation. It's amazing. But I have a fun math game to share with you guys. So it's called Undercut. Think of it like rock, paper, scissors, but with numbers. This requires no materials whatsoever, so you can do this anywhere. Say, a tournament when you're waiting to be staged. We've all been there. So you can play this with your ring buddies. It can really be anywhere. Here's how you play Undercut. So you and one other person, your opponent, pick a number between 1 and 5. And then on the count of 3, like rock, paper, scissors, you display that number with your fingers. And you want to try to get 2, 3, or 4 more than your opponent's number. So that way you get more points. Because for every finger that you display and show, then that's how many points you get. How the game gets its name, Undercut. So when you undercut your opponent, that means you have 1 less than their number. So like your opponent throws a 4 and you throw a 3, then you get their points and your points combined. So you get 7 and they don't get anything. So you want to constantly try to undercut your opponent. You don't want to get undercut because then you don't get any points. So you could just throw 1s the whole time and play it safe, but you wouldn't gain any points and your opponent would gain more. So there's a bit of probability tied into it, but not too much because it's a 20% chance that your opponent will pick 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So it's a game of risk and reward because you don't know what your opponent is going to pick. Kind of like rock, paper, scissors. So it's a really cool game. It's kind of closer to a mind game than a math game, but it is a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoy it. I've been doing a lot of coding this year because I want to be a video game designer one day so I can code my own games and possibly the next Super Mario game. I also want to compose music for video games, so I coded this music for you. Let's see if you can recognize it. Take a quick listen. Pretty awesome, right? So what I did is I cross-referenced a chart and I could convert all the piano notes into frequencies of hertz, and I could type in those numbers onto this little text box here that has the code in it, and then I import that code onto this little speaker and it's able to play the song using my code, which is really, really cool. Today is one of my fellow ATA brand ambassadors' birthdays, Master Ileana Garcia. So join me in wishing her a happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear Master Garcia! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, ma'am! Thank you for coming along with me today. I had so much fun. beneficial. Keep working hard, and just remember that a little bit of improvement each day can make a big difference in a year's time. So keep training hard and we'll all get better together. Goodbye for now.